Welcome back to another episode, guys. We are just swinging through Yeppoon. The guys from Aussie Overlander have invited us to stay at their joint, so we're pulled up out the back. We've just got here and pulled up. We're going to set up now and then we're heading off through to Airlie. So this is just an overnighter. We'll have a quick look around here, but have a couple of beers with them. But then we're shooting on up to Hayley, so strap in. This one's going to be a ripper. So that's how this episode was meant to start. Unfortunately, one of the cameras has had a SD card malfunction and we've lost a bit of us yapping, which to some people may be a good thing. But for just a very brief period, you're not going to hear my voice or Hayley's voice, and we will just show you the awesome scenery that is in Yeppoon. And then we'll catch up with you as business as usual in one of the best free camps in Australia, in our opinion, at Carmilla Beach. So hang in there and let's get stuck into what's going to be a cracking episode.
Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna drive a
So we just stopped in at St Lawrence Hotel to have some lunch on our drive up through. We're heading up to Airlie Beach, as Daniel said before, but this is a great little town. The pub was awesome. The food, they only have limited stuff available, but it was actually nice to eat. So stop in and support the local pubs. But we have found the biggest croc. Take a look at this at the croc.
Look at Mr. O'Dale, the crocodile.
So the kids are enjoying having a look at this. We've had a couple of beers and it's time to get moving again. I'm so excited for this one. We've just pulled up at Carmilla Beach, and as you can see, Daniel's trying to navigate our big rig through these trees here. But we have been waiting a long time to get back here. This is one of our absolute favourites. We've got beachfront campsites. I think we're going to have a bit of a campfire later tonight, but once we set up, we'll show you the beautiful view.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no little by little here. I'm always pushing things too far. 2, 5, 6, 10 drinks at the bar. No boundaries, I get too close, no little by little.
Righto, so dinner time has come around and we were a little unprepared, but we've swung back to the old faithful. How good are jaffles? We've chucked over some leftovers from last night onto the bread and fired up the jaffle iron. Just sitting here toasting it over the fire. Bloody delicious. The kids are kids are hanging around because they're that bloody hungry, but yeah, the old Jaffles, can't beat them.
Where did I put this?
So I reckon these are pretty darn close. The handle's hot as hell, but anyway, flip them open and have a look. Ah, yay, 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 yay. Just like brought ones. How good do they look? Just perfect toast. Kids are going to bog into them and that should fill them right up. And then we're going to have something a bit more gourmet because we're travelling with a chef, so clearly I'm not.
I pour out my heart.
Alright, good morning. So that was the most banging overnight spot we've done for a while. Yeah, sorry if it's a bit windy. The wind's come up this morning and weather's not as flash as it was yesterday, but yeah, Carmilla Beach is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, me and Hayley stayed here a long time ago when we were in a tent, so always wanted to come back, and it definitely didn't disappoint. So as you've seen from last night, we had marshmallows going, we had a bloody beautiful dinner thanks to the guys we're with. But yeah, so anyway, again, all good things must come to an end, so we are heading off. Disadvantage of having a somewhat larger rig than the average bear is you can't always fit that nicely into spots. So we come in last night, we jammed ourselves in. She was a bit tight, but now we've also got to get back out. So I'm going to leave bloody navigating duties in Hayley's capable hands and try and back this big girl out of here.
But the upside of doing what we did is we got the view.
Yeah.
So that was a positive.
The view was worth it, 100%. So we have
arrived.
We have arrived. So we've come up from Carmilla Beach where we stayed last night, which was absolutely amazing. And we are setting up, well, we've set up at the Airlie Beach Big 4 Adventure Park, where we're going to use it as our base for the next 5 nights to check out Airlie Beach.
Like, it is actually pretty cool. The kids are going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a ripper. So the kids are going to be loving life. But yeah, so we plan on doing some tours and stuff, like some snorkeling and whatnot, but as you can see out the back, the weather is not that flash, and the rain's meant to go away, but it's meant to be windy for the next week, so we may or may not get any of that done, but
yeah,
if we don't...
We're not going to go out on the water if the wind is windy.
If the wind is winding up. But yeah, if we don't, it'll give us a good excuse to come back to Airlie, so sort of a win-win situation either way.
Yeah.
The crew has informed us that we're going to the main street, and one thing there is plenty of in Airlie Beach is pubs. So we're going down to the pub, going to have a bit of a catch up with everyone, maybe have a bite to eat. We just sort of had some lunch, but definitely have some beers. So
we're going to the pub called the pub.
The pub is called the pub, so for those of you that aren't that clever like ourselves, we can't forget that one. So let's get in there and have a bit of a catch up. So if you've never been to Airlie Beach, it is a seriously spectacular part of the world, which being part of the Whitsundays you would think. But the only problem with coming north, and we're starting to get reasonably proper north now, is you can't really go in the water that much. There's those little guys, and there's crocodiles, and there's lots of sharks, which sharks are everywhere, but yeah, mainly the stingers. But Airlie's not too bad. We used to always swim here when we used to come here when we were younger, and we used to come here for slightly different reasons, more for the party side of it. But yeah, so the kids are hanging to get in the water, but we're probably not going to. And we had heaps of plans to do lots of stuff, but the wind is absolutely annoying the hell out of us. Yeah, so it's been pretty windy, so we're just sort of chilling, which is a bit disappointing, but we can come back another day and do all the tours and stuff that we want to do, go snorkeling and whatnot. But yeah, we rung up about a few of them and they said they weren't going to bother with the wind, and it just wasn't worth the effort. So this trip, well, the kids have just been running nuts in the bloody caravan park, and we've been catching up on a few things.
Just chilling.
Yeah, and enjoying a bit of time with just us, actually, because the kids, there's been a whole heap of kids that have, we've followed over, if you remember a couple of episodes ago when we done the Baffle Creek camp out. A lot of that crew's ended up here as well, so yeah, the kids have just been running nuts and we've barely seen them, which has probably been good for all of us. But for now, it is Luca, one of the little girls' birthdays, so we're going to the pub, and I think that she wants pizza for lunch, so that's what we're doing now. One thing you do plenty of in Airlie Beach is sit at pubs.
Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just...
Man, that was a absolutely delicious feed, but Jesus, the meals are big in there.
I'm so full.
Yeah, our little bellies aren't really equipped for eating that much food, but
we're just going for a walk to try and walk it out.
yeah, just going to left the kids with 4 go around, and yeah, we're just going to have a look around the streets of Airlie. But yeah, the food there is mental, so if you're looking for a good feed in Airlie Beach, highly recommend it. Yeah, Airlie Beach has got some serious vibes. Yeah, like we've probably said, we used to come down here a fair bit when we were living up in Townsville. But yeah, it's one of those places you just want to come back to. But we've done something we don't usually do while we're anywhere. Brought some clothes. I got myself a pair of shorts, which doesn't happen that often that I buy myself something to wear. But especially when looking for Mum. Mum, what'd you get?
Nothing.
Nothing from Mum.
Nothing.
But anyway, we're gonna go back to the car and back to the van park, because there's a bit of a group dinner organised tonight. So
We got to get cooking.
we got to get some cooking done. Not that we feel like eating anything, but we
Other people might feel
yeah,
like
other
eating.
people might hungry. Anyway, we'll get back there. Just getting ready to go up and have a communal dinner. Like we said earlier, the guys that we met at the camp out have organised a communal dinner up at the camp kitchen, so we're gonna get that started. I think everyone's meeting up there soon. There's a face painter coming, so the kids are gonna get into that, because Luca, for her birthday, her parents have organised a face painter to come, so that'll keep the kids amused, and we'll have a few bevies and catch up. But just opened a ginger beer. I'm not going down, so we're a bit dark under this, sorry. But yeah, righto, we'll get some dinner started and go up and have a few bevies. So I just had to do a run back to the car, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a look around the caravan park. The park over to the back there. As we swing up the hill here, they've got a cracking little putt-putt golf in there. And get up past these people.
Are you ready to walk now?
This is the pool area. Check this bad boy out. Without a doubt, the most slides I've ever seen in one pool area in any caravan park. But main reception is down behind us. Bit of a close-up, more of a close-up of the slides here. And this is the camp area, not the camp area, the camp kitchen where all the action's happening at the moment. So dinner's just about ready, and I am clearly not a chef, but this guy is.
Oui, chef.
What do we got, my man?
Tatas bravas.
Yeah, I said, man.
Little sofrito with saffron, olives. Got a smoked guajillo chili, sour cream in the fridge with a pepinata salsa.
Yeah, I've got chicken wings, but
Something you whipped up. There's a couple of missed.
oh, I like it. How's this for a spread? Everyone's pulled out the goods.
Is there a trick to this? Like getting the...
Don't mind if we do. Trying to bog in. So it's been a while since we've set up for a walk, and the boys are ecstatic about it. We got out of our hike and groove from Tassie, so you know. So we come up. We're just going down to do the Coral Beach walk, which says 1.1 kilometres. I don't know if that's return or in, but anyway, we'll find out. The weather is still bloody miserable. It's raining. The wind stopped, but it's raining. And yeah, it's on a dirt track by the look of it, but we'll get in there and check it out. This is Coral Beach for obvious reasons. The whole thing's just made up of old bits of coral that have washed up, which is super cool. Pretty beautiful down here actually. So the sun come out for a very brief second, and then all of a sudden this is starting to roll in. We're going to get seriously wet in a second.
Whoa, look at this!
So we are bailing before we get seriously wet. But we're walking through the rainforest, so shouldn't be too bad, but fingers crossed we're not drowned rats by the time we get back to the car. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go, boys. Alrighty guys, that's the end of another one. We are now hooked up and ready to head north. Unfortunately the weather wasn't as good here in Airlie as we would have hoped, but what do you do? We'll just have to come back and do it all again one day.
And enjoy it again.
But yeah, for now we're heading north. As usual, if you haven't subscribed, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel.
Blah, blah, blah.
Like the episode if you enjoyed what you've seen, and hit that notification button so you don't miss what's coming up, because we got some bangers coming up for you. But for now, we're out of here. See you guys, thanks for watching.
Bye.